think of surrealism and you may think of visual artists like Salvador Dali, Rene Magritte, Joan Miro, Pablo Picasso, or Michael Gival, among many others. But do you know about the philosophy behind the movement? According to Houston, the Surrealism movement was born in France in 1924 from the personality of André Breton, who had studied the doctrines of Freud and psychoanalysis, and its origin took place from the ideas of Dadaism. The term first used by the poet known as Guillaume Apollinaire. This artistic current was born within the literature, mainly Rimbaud, La Troumont, Mallarmé, and Reverdy. It was a movement that lasted until Second World War. Surrealism was an artistic movement that emerged in France between 1921 and 1923. It was born after the First World War with the publication of André Breton's first Surrealist manifesto. It was created by a group of writers who were unhappy with the anarchy that existed at that time. It emerged as an invitation to open the mind to the non-rational and to awaken the hidden forces that had the unconscious of man to reach the magical.
Surrealism started in Paris but quickly spread throughout the globe. It arrives elsewhere in Europe, to particularly Belgium and Czechoslovakia. Toyen was a Czech surrealist born in Marie Serminova. Toyen identified using the Czech language's masculine form and dressed in men's working clothes. This exploration of gender has made Toyen a cult figure. This work, the message of the forest, depicts a huge bluebird against a dark, mysterious wooded background. It embodies a recurring theme in their work: nature's power over humanity. This world is barren, dreamlike and inhabited by lone girls, fragmented female figures and birds. It is bizarre, even sinister, and its discussion of dreams and nightmares. A fundamental aspect of the Surrealist movement is a mode of expression called automatism, which involves the act of automatic or uncensored recording of the thoughts and images that emerge into an artist's mind, with a focus on tapping into involuntary thought processes and interpreting dreams. Surrealist artwork is not limited to a specific artistic style or technique. Throughout the 1920s, visual artists continued exploring surrealist concept in art, seeking complete creative freedom. The first ever surrealism exhibition, titled La Peinture Surréaliste, took place in 1925 at the Galerie Pierre in Paris, firmly establishing the visual component of the movement.
Surrealism in Central and Latin America. The Cuban-born artist Wilfredo Lam was another important artist in the Surrealist movement. Lam studied in Madrid and Paris, where he became close friends with Picasso and was introduced to Surrealism. Lam's painting reflected social injustices and spirituality. Surrealism in film and literature. Surrealism was not just limited to the visual arts. In cinema, Luis Buñuel made waves with his surrealist films like Un Chien Andalo, 1929, made with Salvador Dali. The surrealists in cinema used new techniques and approaches to free the art of cinema from traditional storytelling. Instead, they wanted to transform the medium into one that could explore and reveal the inner workings of the subconscious. The Son of Man. Les Fils de l'Homme is a 1964 painting by the Belgian surrealist painter Rene Magritte. It is part of his best-known artwork. Magritte painted it as a self-portrait. The painting consists of a man in an overcoat and a bowler hat, standing in front of a low wall, beyond which are the sea and a cloudy sky. The man's face is largely obscured by a hovering green apple. However, the man's eyes can be seen peeking over the edge of the apple. Another subtle feature is that the man's left arm appears to bend backwards at the elbow. About the painting, Magritte said, "At least it hides the face partly well, so you have the apparent face, the apple, hiding the visible but hidden. The face of the person, it's something that happens constantly. Everything we see hides another thing. We always want to see what is hidden by what we see. There is an interest in that which is hidden and which the visible does not show us. This interest can take the form of a quiet, intense feeling, a sort of conflict, one might say, between the visible that is hidden and the visible that is present.
Meret Oppenheim's Object 1936. Meret Oppenheim's object, a fur-covered cup and saucer, was inspired by a conversation with Pablo Picasso and Dora Maar. Picasso was admiring Oppenheim's fur-covered bracelet and remarked that one could cover anything with fur. When André Breton asked her to participate in the first surrealist exhibition of objects, she bought a cup, saucer, and spoon and covered them in the fur of Chinese Gaza. The art historian Whitney Chadwick has described it as linked to the surrealist love of alchemical transformation by turning cool, smooth ceramic and metal into something warm and bristly. While many scholars have noted the fetishistic qualities of the fur line set, as the fur imbues this functional, handheld object with sexual connotations.
Surrealism has been and continues to be one of the most influential cultural movements of the 20th century. Its worldwide impact has taken force in multiple spheres of life, ranging from art and literature to philosophy, politics, and social theory. Surrealism has also played an integral role in the growth of the feminist art movement. Female artists such as Claudie Cahun and Mert Oppenheim employed surrealist strategies in their work to explore the subordinate positions of women as well as gender roles within society. Artists today still employ key surrealist concepts in their works, exploring psychoanalytic theory, the uncanny, the unconscious, symbolic language, and much more within their contemporary context.